Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die.
The Hoffenheim manager that has confirmed that Joelinton will be leaving the club. He was left out of their squad for a pre-season game on Wednesday, and we understand that if this one does go through, it would be a club record transfer fee for Newcastle, around £36 million.
Hello and welcome to today's video. Now, if you haven't seen already, those clips before were from last season, and some of those comments that you saw on Twitter from January 2020. Now, we've come a long way from then until now. And now he has also won the Player of the Season for Newcastle United. It's really unsurprising, to be honest. His performances for this year have been incredible. So let's break it down. How did we get here with Joelinton and his rise in the Newcastle squad? Now, Joelinton arrived at Newcastle United in the summer of 2019 with high expectations, having smashed the club's transfer record with his £48 million move from Hoffenheim. Now, he had scored 11 goals and assisted 9 in 35 games in all competitions over the 2018-19 season. It took the new man just 3 games to get off the mark for Newcastle United, scoring the 1-0 winner victory over Spurs. But the wait for his second goal, though, began to drag on as the Brazilian spent week after week looking hapless and isolated in Steve Bruce's side. The manager insisted, despite months of evidence to the contrary, that Joelinton would thrive as a lone centre forward. Joelinton had found the most success as part of a forward pairing for Hoffenheim. And you know what? The Bundesliga side's head scout told The Athletic that the key was that our forwards would interchange and work together up front. Joelinton is versatile and he needs versatility and the players around him so that he's not too isolated. Now, if the team we bought him off are giving you basically the playbook on how to use Joelinton, then why on earth did Steve Bruce decide to play him as a lone striker, as if he knew better? It just doesn't make sense to me. He was never going to come in and light up the Premier League, but putting him in a wrong position and style of play wasn't going to help his cause either. But then in comes Eddie Howe and everything decides to change. So a fresh start for Joelinton. Things have changed at Newcastle since the arrival of Eddie Howe. The team now has a manager who knows what he is doing. Now, Steve Bruce, as a manager, is nowhere near the level required for the modern Premier League, influenced as it is by managers such as Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp and the like. Now, really, his signing showed a characteristic lack of ambition in the first place from the Magpies owner, Mike Ashley. Bruce is a part of the group of managers who always seem to rotate with one another amongst the same set of clubs and remarkably continue to get hired. Now, Joelinton has been working hard behind the scenes with Eddie Howe to improve his game, and here's what the manager had to say. His work rate and the amount of ground he covers is incredible. He's a real team player. His technique and ability to find space and control the ball in tight areas is one of the highest level. I love the lad to bits. I'm really glad he's performing so well. Well, now, after those words, you can really tell with Joelinton's performances of late and how impactful he is on the team that he really does deserve all the plaudits this year. His transformation with a change in position and a change in the team's tactics make him the unquestionable player of the season this year. Now, we all hope that Joelinton's performances continue to shine next year. Now, that is the end of today's video. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.